welcome Mr. Martyn Ashton to the show. Great job, James. So dropping in Mr. Martyn Ashton, the record breaker, the world champion, the author, the monthly article writer. He's also run teams of mountain bikers, he's had his own bike brand, he's designed bikes. He is widely regarded as the godfather of UK trials. Please welcome him to the show, Mr. Martyn Ashton. Samson! This is the king of dirt dropping in right here with a big old knack. Now something rad about Blake Samson is he was actually a non-cyclist until a few years ago. He watched this show, Grant Chopper Fielder was riding. He watched it, was so inspired, he went and bought a bike like this one, learned tricks like that, the one-handed one-footer, and now competes on a world level and stars in the show that initially inspired him to start riding. Ladies and gentlemen, that is Mr. Blake Samson. Oh, the duo. It's called The Ladder of Doom, and it's a good way to start because it's a good introduction into trials riding. This really does showcase all of the different abilities and skills you need within trials riding. So as you can see here, you really need to be able to maneuver those bikes really intricately. You need to be very accurate with those wheels, and also a lot of strength needed. As you can see here, ascending that ladder back up to the top. Now something Martyn is renowned for is taking trials out of the competition, taking it to the streets and adding a bit of freestyle. As you're going to see here, a bit of flair, 270 at the end. Who was appreciating the ladder? You would definitely get behind him. Come on, Martyn! Check that out! That is what airtime looks like. You've got to be happy with that, Martyn. He wants to bring Blake in. Blake, come on. Feeling left out. He needs a little bit of love too. Yeah, Blake, punching the sky. You see what happened there? There was like lightning and you were creating a bit of thunder and he's just sort of swooped in and stolen it. A bit higher? A bit higher? You thinking it? Yeah. I think everyone's thinking it, Martyn. Everyone's thinking it. Come on, Martyn. Yes, he's done it. First go. 100 centimetres. What's that? More airtime. They know the game of cycling, we're definitely going to need more airtime. Bring in airtime personified, it is Blake, the airtime Samson, going massive. That's at least 26 feet. I'm going to give you the camera, if you wouldn't mind giving it up for him. 360 is out the bag. He's setting the standard for Martyn. You did a massive whoop, but this guy picked you at the post. He was playing the long game. Where you headed, Martyn? Full gear ratio, really spinny. Got to get all the speed he can out of the quarter pipe, and there he is. Up 12 feet off the ground. And while he's up there, not just showing off balance, but he's got a few tricks for us. There's the nose pivot 180, so pivoting around just on the front wheel. 12 feet off the ground and lining up for one of the biggest gaps. It's the push forward back into the trailer. Put your hands together for Martyn and then turn that noise and direct it over to Blake Samson, who's dropping in right behind him with a massive 360 tabletop. The same trick in the quarter pipe as well. Almost in Martyn's face with the tabletop. I'm listening out for the noise. As he lines up for it. Come on, Martyn. There it is, through the balance beam. But now he's at the crow's nest. But there's only one way forward. And I want you guys to go absolutely mad as he takes the front of the bike up into the static manual. And from that, he's going to make the gap forward. Check this out. Look at where he's headed. Into those tiny runs. If you are impressed, let Martyn hear about it. I was going to kind of get you a clapping the whole time during that. So that's good. He only gets one jump in this show. He makes it a good one. Martyn with the back of the Blake is right behind him, pedaling in hard, getting that extra speed, clearing the jump box and whipping the quarter. Please, a round of applause for Blake. I think Martyn has got one last section for us. We won't see this every It's almost better without you, Martyn. It's pretty impressive. Can we give Martyn a round of applause? We've had a great show. We're going to have to leave it from there. Luckily, we've got Blake Oh, check it out, look, Martyn making the best of a bad situation with his win. Whoa, up to the ladder. Oh, he's still riding. Please put your hands together. Let's keep the noise coming as Mike continues to ride through the ladder of doom with one wheel. And he's not finished yet. There he is, the godfather of UK